Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Geo version of Lumine. She is your main character, a 5-star adaptive one-handed sword user. Like I've said in the previous video, your main character can resonate with the statues of the 7, the one right behind us, and obtain the power of any other element. Right now we only have 2 elements in the game for our main character, Geo and Animo, and if we resonate with Geo, we'll get this little animation, and boom, now we have Geo abilities. So without further ado, let's hop in. I don't think I'll need to actually take a look at the profile every single time because it's going to stay the same every single time. So we'll hop straight over to the talents, and we don't have that many passives, it seems, so this might be short and simple. Normal attack, the same as before, 5 rapid strikes. Consume stamina for charge attack, 2 rapid sword strikes, and then the plunging attack is the same. Skill attributes are at level 1 this time. I wonder if it'll be the same. We don't have enough gold to actually level it up twice, but it would be nice to compare level 3 skill attributes, because as you do notice, when you're swapping elements, your talents, they go back down. So if you have your main attack, your normal attack, talent level up to 3 like we did on the Animo version of main character, now it's back at level 1. Your Constellations reset and your talents reset. Those are separate when it comes to different elements. All right, we have Starfell Sword, her E ability. You disgorge a meteorite from the depths of the earth, dealing AoE geo damage. The meteorite is considered a geo construct and can be climbed or used to block attacks. And if you hold it, you can position where you want it to be placed. Here are the skill attributes. We have Wake of Earth, which is our ultimate. Energizing the geo elements deep underground, you set off expanding shockwaves. Launches surrounding enemies back and deals AoE geo damage. A stone wall is erected at the edges of the shockwave. The stone wall is considered a geo construct and may be used to block attacks. Here are the skill attributes at level 4. We have Shattered Dark Rock, her first passive. Reduces Starfell Sword's cooldown by 2 seconds. Pretty simple. Frenzied Rock Slide. The final hit of a normal attack combo triggers a collapse, dealing 60% of attack as AoE geo damage. So we unlocked this as character ascension phase 4. So kind of like the Animo version where we sent out like a wind blade. Apparently this is just like an AoE geo attack at the end of our combo, but it's locked behind Ascension Phase 4, unfortunately. Here are our Constellations, and we're almost maxed out. Like I said, Constellations, you get them for free on the main character. They're quite easy to get. You just need to level up. Constellation 1, allies within the radius of Wake of Earth have their crit rate increased by 10%. So that's her ultimate. So basically just use your ultimate, stay inside of it, and 10% extra, right? And it says allies, so I'm assuming this also works for co-op. So increased crit rate by 10% and have increased resistance against interruption. So good for Lisa. Good for Lisa as well. Synergy there if you use your Stonewall ultimate and then switch over to Lisa, interruption with crit rate increased. We got Rock Core Meltdown. When the meteorite created by Starfell Sword is destroyed, which is her E ability, it will also explode, dealing additional AoE geo damage equal to the amount of damage dealt by Starfell Sword. So whenever it's destroyed, it'll do AoE geo damage. And I'm pretty sure you can stack 2 of them on top of each other. So if you put your E ability down on the ground, you can put another one on top and make it explode. Will of the Rock increases Wake of Earth by 3. Her ultimate reaction force. The shockwave triggered by Wake of Earth regenerates 5 energy for every enemy hit. A maximum of 25 energy can be regenerated in this manner at any one time. Meteorite Impact increases the level of Starfell Sword, her E ability. And Everlasting Boulder. The barrier created by Wake of Earth lasts 5 seconds longer. Okay. And then the meteorite created by Starfell Sword lasts 10 seconds longer. Dang. Okay. Interesting. Normally you'd want the Starfell Sword to not last as long so it can explode, right? But I'm pretty sure you can put two Starfell swords together and make them explode manually. So we'll try that out. And it said 25 energy is a max for the ultimate. And you need... how much energy? You need 60 for your ultimate. Artifacts is the same as before. The 2-piece Berserker for crit rate and 2-piece Martial Artist for normal and charge attack plus 15%. Same weapon, Prototype Roncore. You get it at Adventure rank 10 in the game. And skill attributes are the same. I don't think I need to do a showcasing of her walk every single time, because we're going to be doing multiple videos of her whenever new elements come out. But let's start with, I guess, the normal attack, see if anything's different. Normal attacks will always be the same too, so we can probably skip all that filler stuff. Let's get straight into her E ability. Starfell Sword, Meteorite, you can climb it, and whenever it explodes or runs out, Geo damage, Geo bonus damage, and I think you can stack it too. So as you saw, if we try to put two on top of each other, it did AoE damage around it. And we'll try that in combat. Let's just hop in. This may be a very short video because we already covered everything, but let's see. So 2500 right there. We can hide behind this as well. Oh, well, they combined ice and electric. That was smart. They did super conduct on me. We can create more than one. I believe the max number of pillars you can create, or meteors, is like 4? It might be 3 or 4. I think it's 3. You can create 3 of these pillars, which can all be used as objects that you can hide behind and use to your advantage. Get the upper hand. What I'm most interested in is the animo damage, or AoE damage. So let's see. If I try to stack it, doesn't seem like it's exploding. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's exploding. So maybe that was taken out and that was just like a closed beta test 2, closed beta test 3 thing. That, or I'm just misreading something. If I am, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, so we're going to do further testing inside of a domain, because I feel like the best way to actually show off the potential of Geo main character is inside of a domain where she will create elemental orbs, because as you guys know, crystallize Geo with any other element will create orbs. Let's go inside of a domain and create some orbs, right? And we are inside of this domain, which will keep inflicting, it'll be inflicting condensed ice on us, which means our stamina consumption is going to be increased. So just keep that in mind. If we run out of stamina quite fast, it's because of the certain domain that we're in right now. But Geo main character, you can see it's doing a lot of damage. 2600 every time I use the ultimate. I think that was shatter, right? Did we get some shatter right there by stacking it on top? But as you can see, we do have a lot of damage coming in from Geo main character, as well as producing the elemental orbs. Oh yeah, that one just, you saw that. That one just popped. Did explosive damage, ended up knocking him out. So not only are we doing good AoE damage, making some barriers as protection to hide behind in case of like ruin guards shoots like missiles at you and you want to hide behind something. We're also creating elemental orbs for added protection. And then we have our ultimate. Which, wasn't there something that said if we stay inside we have our crit rate increased 10%? So you can see that as our ultimate. We can't jump over this. Enemies can't... Oh, we can jump over. Interesting. But I know that does block attacks. And as you will notice, this was a thing in the previous beta. And I think it's still a thing here. Our ultimate. We're getting it back quite fast. Something about the Geo main character, man. We're just generating orbs and elemental particles so fast. We just used our ult, and we have it back almost. It's not even off cooldown, and we almost have it back, you know? I could sit here all day. We have our ultimate back. I could sit here all day just spamming my ult as much as I want. We used our ult like 3 times in the last like 30 seconds, you know? Now, of course, Geo main character isn't going to be the greatest to breaking the ice shield from a Cryo Abyss Mage. But Lava Churls with their shield, Geo Slimes, Stone Shield, Meta Churls with the Geo Shield as well. Geo main character is good for some damage as well as protection. The only unfortunate thing I'd say is when they get stuck up top like that. Sometimes when you're putting a pillar on top of someone, they get stuck on top of your pillar, and then you have to kind of like jump up and go after them. This can happen with a few other bosses as well, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on which boss it is and which situation scenario. I've had times where I ended up cheesing a boss fight because I put him on top of the pillar, and then the boss tried to do his jump attack. Couldn't actually jump off of the pillar and got stuck up top. But it also turned out to be a bad thing because the boss ended up resetting. Somehow the game thought it was stuck and then just made him reset, made him disappear and respawn back on the stage with full HP. So just keep that in mind as well. That's the only unfortunate thing that I've come across with the pillars. But other than that, I personally have a blast with Geo main character, you know? As you're seeing, not taking much damage here because of all the ice crystals we're producing. So I feel quite safe. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Once again, Geo main character, pretty straightforward, kind of like the Anemo counterpart. The abilities are pretty basic. You have the Starfell Sword. You can jump on top of it if you want to do a plunge attack, or you can use it to hide behind, or you can use it to collide with another one for AoE damage, and it'll also do AoE damage upon it exploding. You can create elemental orbs for a little bit of protection, so you feel quite safe with the main character. Your ultimate regenerates quite fast, and standing inside of it gives you 10% crit with added reduction to interruption. So Lisa synergy. But I don't think there's not that much else to show off, I think, right? There's not that much else to show off. Normally in the Liyue area, you want to use your Geo main character to try and get around. There are certain puzzles where you need to like put down the Starfell Sword, climb up in order to get a Geoculus. So there are some puzzles that you need to utilize that. You can put these on pressure plates as well to activate puzzles. You'll notice that as you play. But other than that, I believe that is it. Not too much else to showcase. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope the video was informative in some way. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section down below. Other than that, I hope to see you guys next time.